Good morning. Just woke up, finished packing up my stuff, so my bicycle is ready, and this was my spot for the night. Actually wanted to take a photo, but I forgot. I just want to leave this place so bad. I mean, it wasn't great, it wasn't terrible. 3.6. Let's go to Barcelona, which is weirdly enough that way. Reaching the outskirts of Barcelona, and it is still surprisingly quiet and calm. Like almost no traffic at all. Lots of cyclists, runners. Maybe it's because it's Sunday, and where I slept 2 days ago, the family told me that because of this COVID thing, Barcelona nowadays is a lot calmer, more peaceful place with less tourists. So that might be the reason as well. I didn't expect that. When you are approaching a major city, usually the traffic gets crazy. I thought it was gonna be madness and huge traffic and jams and stuff, but it is so peaceful, like you're on a tiny village or something almost. Had to put on a face mask. Everyone is wearing one. Here in Spain, people are especially serious about wearing face masks and using detergents and stuff to avoid spreading coronavirus as much as possible. We're starting to reach the main side of the city. The traffic is getting bigger and bigger, but it's still fairly alright, and we have bike lanes everywhere, so this is much more calm and safe than smaller cities in Spain like Catalonia. Here people respect you pretty much, don't come close to me, so it's not that dangerous to ride a bicycle in Barcelona, I would say, so far. So I took a harder route which required a bit of climbing, but that probably was the best decision of my life, because look at that. Holy crap. This is Barcelona, baby. Enormous place. It's really stunning to look at from up here. And you can pick up some signs, of course. There is Christopher Columbus pointing towards Italy. People say he is pointing towards the harbor, but that is definitely not where America is. Some serious skyscrapers near to the sea. There is the sea, just can't make it out because of the trees and bushes, but there it is. And if you look this direction, there is the Sagrada Familia, still being built, of course. And that's where we're going later, after going to the sea for a good swim. Look at that. This is truly a jungle. A huge, enormous jungle. And this is a special place in my journey because it is the ending of the first part. So we made it from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea here in Barcelona. And this was the first part of 3 of my trip. But the trip is not over. It's still not over. From here, as you remember, we are going up all the way to Monaco and later on to Menton, French city on the French Riviera. So that is going to be the second part of my journey, and from there we are heading up north to climb some serious mountains in the Alps, and that is going to be the third part of this journey. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Pyrenees. And this is just a beautiful ending of the first part of my journey. So gonna enjoy myself here. Maybe visit the beach, have a swim. Yeah, carry on.
felt the cold under my skin. I've hunted down for nothing now. And why does it always have to end like this? Be mystical but sensible, and I'll hold my tongue. Could it be another memory we've missed? If you feel nothing anymore, then walk away from this. And I thought I knew what I wanted. What makes you so damn comfortable will only end in tears. Oh, and we got something like this.
This is why this place is called the Costa Brava. But as you can see, the coastline is not flat. It has all sorts of hills and mountains. It is full of rocks, cliffs. Even the sand is different. The sand is like very rugged and grainy.
But they hold nothing now. An empty cage to lock down everything you need. 3 wishes won't free me at all. You got my tongue.
So you might remember that yesterday when I was at Barcelona I was struggling to find the campsite. I had to sleep in a while. Well, now it's exactly the opposite. Like, there are hundreds and hundreds of campsites all over the place. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, every village you go into, it's gonna have at least 2 campsites. This one has like 10. I mean, quite literally. There's a zone for campsites, like a tiny little separate area near the sea. So I'm going there. And because there is so many of them, I really hope that the prices are gonna be low, so I don't have to overspend too much. I'm quite curious now. There are fancy ones, there are dodgy as fuck ones, so you just have to figure it out. I mean, I'm probably gonna pick the cheapest.
Oh, and we got something like this.
Just forget everything I have just said about the campsites. This is ridiculous. Like, these places are so fucking ruined. I'm so pissed now, by the way. So what happened is I went there, I checked like 10 campsites, and they don't even have places for tents. These things are just for ultra rich people who come with luxurious cars and fucking rent a place for a month or for weeks and just stay there in luxurious houses. So I just couldn't stay there. All of the places were like that. You don't even have a site for your tent. You literally can't set up your tent in fucking campsite, and they cost like 24, 25, 30 euros per day, or per night rather. So I just went like 20 kilometers from the place I originally wanted to camp and found this one, and I had to come in because the sun is setting. It is going to be dark pretty soon, and it is just hopeless or pointless to go on the beach and on the coastline and find for a cheaper place. Like, I paid 25 euros for this one. This is by far the most expensive campsite I have ever been, and as you can see, it is so shit. Like, here are no places for tents either. You literally cannot set up your tent in this fucking campsite. You have these tiny little houses, or I don't know what the fuck is this, like shelters or tents. You have luxurious fucking wooden houses, swimming pools, restaurants everywhere. This is where I'm going to sleep, by the way, between these 2 things. I'm so pissed that, as you can see, this is full of tiny rocks. It is going to be unpleasant as fuck, and I'm not even sure if my tent fits here or not. So I paid 25 euros for this shit, and I literally have no other choice. Like, I could sleep on the beach and get robbed or murdered or something. Just, this is what happens when money ruins something. Like, you can't travel here if you're on low budget, because you can't even sleep in a fucking campsite. You have to rent a bloody house for that. Ridiculous. Oh my god, okay, I will just stop whining and set up my tent here like a fucking refugee. Even though I have paid 25 euros, people are still gonna look at me like a fucking caveman just living in here in this fucking tent. Okay, I will really stop now. Whining is over, and I broke my fucking phone. In addition, I dropped it on a stone and it broke my display. So great news for the end of the day.
Wishes won't free me at all. You got my tongue, still I hold on. Here's everything we